Your LED headlight bulbs are blinding other drivers. I'm Chris Nelson with Headlight Revolution, and in this video, I'm going to show you why and how to fix it. Oh, better let our friends go. Come on, guys. Woo! There's one more in the ditch here. Look at that. All right. The two main reasons that your headlights cause excessive glare and blind other drivers are you have them aimed incorrectly or you chose the wrong bulb. People don't think that there's a difference in light output or beam pattern in LED headlight bulbs, that they're all the same, that they're all terrible, that they all cause glare. It's just not the case, and I'm going to prove it to you. If you go to our other videos and watch some of them, we have shootout videos, we have light bulb comparison review videos, we have vehicle-specific headlight bulb vehicles, and we constantly show you different sets of bulbs. We show you one that works, one that doesn't, more that work, more that don't. We have done testing. This book is for the Dodge Ram. This is over 100 LED headlight bulbs that we tested in just the Dodge Ram headlight. This is the Toyota 4Runner. Same thing. Beam patterns, bulbs, and brightness. Here's this one, the new Ford F-150. Hundreds of LED headlight bulbs tested. Here's the thing, I have hundreds of LED headlight bulbs on the shelf. We collect them, we test them, because we're curious about what actually works and what doesn't. Most manufacturers of headlight bulbs lie to you, and we're not cool with that. In just a minute, we're actually going to take the vehicles on the road and show you how I would do the headlight aiming. But first, we're going to walk you through the more scientific or normal approach. A lot of times, what you'll do is you'll pull the vehicle up to the wall as close as possible, and then find the center of your headlight housing. A lot of headlights have a dimple or a divot or a bump that signifies the center. Make a mark on the wall that correlates to the center of your headlight as close to the wall as possible. Sometimes, if you have the right tools, you can even get away with a level. That way you know it's perfectly straight along the space between your car and the wall. Next, get out your tape measure. Measure 25 feet away from the wall to the front of your headlight lens. This spot right here on your headlight should be exactly 25 feet away from the wall. Try not to do any more or less. Next, you should have proper inflation in your tires. You shouldn't have a big load in your vehicle like groceries, rocks, or construction materials that might change the angle that your vehicle sits. Also, make sure that you're on flat surface. All of these things are very important. Next, turn on your headlights. They should be pointing at the marks you made on the wall, but 25 feet away. Some manufacturers have vehicle-specific regulations, 10 feet, 12 feet, 15 feet, but if you don't know, just do the 25-foot trick. What you're going to be looking for is that the central hot spot, the brightest point in your headlight, would be at or below the lines that you made on the wall. If you do this correctly, the main brightness portion of your headlight won't be up too high, blinding people. The headlights should be completely level from left to right. If you need a little bit more brightness, you could take the passenger side one and bump it up just a little bit, because you'll just be more so illuminating the ditch, unless you're in another country that drives on the other side of the road. But the rule of thumb is that your headlights should be perfectly level. If you back up to 25 feet and one's up here and one's down here, you got a problem. Now let's talk about how to adjust the headlights. Most headlights nowadays simply use a Phillips screwdriver. On the 4Runner, there's this gear with what looks like a socket attachment. But when you pop the hood and you look down, you're not going to see that. All you're going to see is this opening right here. And the way it works is you locate that opening and you use your screwdriver and you put it down in that hole so that it engages with the teeth of the gear. Do this gently. I would not recommend using a drill or an impact or anything that is forceful. You could break the delicate plastic teeth that make this whole function work. You push down, you get it lined up, and you work the screwdriver until you get movement out of that gear. Going one way is your vertical up adjustment, going the other way is your vertical down adjustment. A lot of older headlights had horizontal left to right adjustment, but that's largely gone away. Today you pretty much just have a fixed left to right and an adjustable up and down. If we look at the Ford F-150, it's similar but actually a little bit easier to use. The mechanism on the Ford F-150 is really identical to the 4Runner, but it's not quite as open, and it's closer to the top with a guide for your tool. Use your screwdriver, put it inside, find where it rests inside the teeth of the gear, and you turn it. One way goes up, the other way goes down. You do this enough until the main concentration of your beam pattern is at or below the lines that you marked on the wall when you were close. When I aim mine, I like to make sure that the brightness of the beam is just barely bouncing off the bottom of street signs. When I'm driving on a flat road, I don't even want the street signs illuminated until I'm right up on them. You also want to have your headlights aimed in a way that it's not blinding oncoming drivers. So if you think about where most people sit in a vehicle, a car or a truck, you should be able to drive your vehicle, and in normal circumstances, you're not going to have your headlights aiming up into people's eyes. You can also look at how your headlights react to a vehicle as you're behind them. Are your headlights illuminating the entire back window and you can see everything that's going on inside the person's car in front of you, and their mirrors are lighting up and they're being blinded? If you see people flipping the rear view mirrors to get away from your glare, that means your headlights are too high, or you've got the wrong kind of bulbs. In this demonstration, we're going to use the Supernova V4s and show you what's really possible with proper LED headlights with proper aiming. So just coming up to the signs, like from even far away, they are completely lit up and blinding. You don't want to be always illuminating these street signs. When you got headlights as bright as these ones, sometimes these street signs can be just downright blinding. Like right now with a lot of signs, a lot of white signs, it's pretty hard to look at. This is literally the same as the stock beam pattern, just brighter. If you want to see the comparison between halogen and these LEDs, go check out our other video. What I'm going to do is hop out, pop the hood, and I'm going to lower the headlights down a ton because these are way too high. And then we're going to go out and test them again. You can see as we approach them on level ground, the signs aren't illuminated. And you can see the cutoff line of the beam pattern now is below the sign. Why would you want to be illuminating the signs all the time? It doesn't help. You can see them just fine. Do your research. Don't just buy whatever LED headlight bulbs look the best on the internet. Make sure that what you get won't blind other people. Please. I don't want to be blinded, your friends don't want to be blinded, and you don't want to be blinded. Once you get the right LED bulbs and you go through these steps to aim them, you should be in good shape. You get better headlights and everybody else wins too. If you want to see more about different LED headlight bulbs that we recommend for different vehicles, check out our website and our other videos. Subscribe so you don't miss any more product reviews and educational tips like this one.